Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle. And with the 2021 Mr. Olympia event just right around the corner, and I mean inches, I ask myself, is it realistic that Nick Walker can win the Mr. Olympia title on his debut? Can he do the impossible? Well, I done the comparison with Big Ramy 2020, and I have to say, if Big Ramy comes in conditioned, I gotta say, Nick Walker will probably lose. More than likely. But is it more than likely that Ramy will come in condition? Traditionally, no. This is him at the 2020 Arnold Classic. And as you may or may not know, he did drop the ball. He lost to Dexter Jackson, William Bonac, and Dexter was, he was no spring chicken. So a guy with that structure losing to those much smaller men, yes, you could say that he was off. So, can Nick Walker conquer over this? With no pun intended to William Bonac's name, the Conqueror. Can Nick Walker defeat Big Ramy? And would these guys even be 1 and 2 if Ramy was like this? I have to say, Big Ramy, if he does not nail it, he traditionally ends up very low in the pack at the Mr. Olympia event. Nick Walker, much like even in the good conditioned Big Ramy, I would think would get an edge in the front double. He means business. One could say he's losing in the quads, but other people could say that he has perfect balance, and Big Ramy is actually unbalanced. Upper body wise, guys, this is a Nick Walker shot, no doubt, no doubt. But then Big Ramy gets one back in the front lat. And this is equally not to be doubted. Big Ramy is fantastic in a shot like this. His midsection goes almost non-existent. Just boom, disappears. And those quads, wow. Unbelievable. You guys like when I say that? Wow. Let me know in the comment section below. Might do a poll. You guys like wow or not? Just prefer the non-wow? Anyway, little bit of foolishness, why not? Go to the side, because it is basically tie game, and this is where Nick Walker lost, I think, from the side shots. Was it even in the front? And I think it was actually even from behind, if I'm not mistaken. So it was Big Ramy gathering up both side shots. Is he getting this one? He's so gosh darn big. And in case you are new to the channel, yes, I size Big Ramy, I guess you could call it correctly. He sits low, guys. He sits low in this. And I honestly don't know how these guys are going to size up as far as heights. Nick's only a couple inches shorter. But as you can see from the far leg, he stands much straighter, at least in this shot. The quality of the conditioning, Nick's upper body, he does look tighter. I don't know the arm, though. Big Ramy's arm looks pretty fantastic, as well as the wheels. So very close in the side chest, side tricep. Now this is one where Nick could get one back. Look at the wheels on Nick in this shot. Unreal. Midsection as well. And speaking of that, that is one aspect that Big Ramy, he needs to come in trim like he did at the 2020 Olympia. And I'm sure that is what he's prepping to do. But hey, you don't know what your body's going to do that day and the day after. Things of that nature. Obviously, he was ready for the Arnold Classic here, but what happened was he must have spilled over in the midsection. He was a little soft in the glutes. Couldn't open up in the rear lat spread. I would give Nick the side tricep. Now here is the rear lat spread. And no, I did not handpick a bad picture of Big Ramy. There was worse ones than this, trust me. And he was able to open up a little bit more in the finals. But we're asking the question, could Nick Walker defeat an off Big Ramy? And this is what Big Ramy was hitting at the pre-show. That is why he probably lost against the other two senior members of that pack, which would have been the obvious most senior man ever, Dexter Jackson. And William Bonac, no spring chicken either. Guys, this is a situation where Nick Walker would, in fact, get this pose. But let's face it, what are the odds of Big Ramy cramping up or whatever happened here? Justin Rodriguez, same thing happened to him at the New York Pro. Go to the rear double by. And this is just a blowout. In my opinion, Nick Walker. He was winning this in the 2020 Olympia version of Big Ramy, in my opinion. Condition the whole body. From the calves. Look at the muscle separation in the calves. Hamstrings, glutes. My word, the glutes. Lower back, lower lat insertions. That's it. It's lights out, guys. If Big Ramy brings this package, I think it would be lights out. Now, I'm not saying Nick would defeat all the other guys. Bonac is a trooper. He will come in condition. Who else? Curry, he will come in condition. Hadi Chupon, he will come in condition. This could be a situation where totally flip upside down predictions, and I will be releasing a prediction. Here's the ab and thigh. And this is just another situation where Big Ramy, if he does come in off like he did at the 2020 Olympia or the Arnold Classics, he did at the 2018 Olympia also. Could have used that version, but this is more interesting because it's Olympia. Or it's Arnold Classic versus Arnold Classic, rather. So excited for the Olympia, guys. So excited. I cannot get it out of my mind. Can Nick Walker defeat Big Ramy? Yes, if Big Ramy brings this package, he will. For sure. Seen some comments. I try not to read the comments anymore because I don't like to, it takes too much time. It takes too much time. And I don't want to neglect some of the comments and read some of them and think, have some of you guys think, why does he not read my comments? Anyway. I would give this one to Nick Walker. Most muscular. Look at Big Ramy, guys. He's huge, but his midsection looks a little bit on the outsy region. Now, the actual structure of his midsection, and people get confused about that. He does have a small waistline. Now, he can come in with a bubble gut. That can happen, but that's more from the side. You see that from the side poses. And Nick Walker gets accused of having a bloated midsection, I've seen. And like I said, I don't like to read the comments because of those comments. He does not have a bloated midsection. You ever see him from the side? He looks thin and trim. It is a genetically wide waist, like Arnold had. And Ramy just so happens to have a genetically small waistline. Here's a different version. And I gotta say, Big Ramy is so big, but he just seems to be holding a layer of water. At least in the lower half. You can notice that. Good set of abs. His abs, rivaling that of Nick Walker's here. And that's a mouthful right there. Delts, arms look good for Big Ramy. Oh my goodness, the excitement. I'm going to give this one to Nick Walker. It was just a matter of Big Ramy being off. And when it comes to a big, giant beast like that, when you are off in conditioning, you can see it because you're so big. You can see it, Anyway, guys, Nick Walker, he's here to stay. You should take him seriously. People were shaking their heads thinking he is not going to win the Arnold Classic. He's a newbie. He's a rookie. He can't do it. I think he can do it, and I'm going to get behind him. And victory over Hadi Chupon, over Brandon Curry. It's a different story. Like I said, both of those guys will be in shape. William Bonac as well. They will be in shape. So Walker will have to deal with them as well. Winning the title is a whole different story than defeating an off Big Ramy. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.